Today, you are going to be working on a spreadsheet graphing investigation. That means you are actually going to figure out and learn some of the skills without me walking through all of the steps. I am going to help a little bit. I'm going to start off with an example. If you were in class, I would not walk you through these examples, and I would have you give it a try and see if you could figure it out, because that's a very important skill. Sometimes you don't always have somebody who can help you and walk you through all the new software. So you can read through all this and you can work with a partner. You can make a copy of the Google Sheet. You can make a copy when you go to a Google Sheet by just going File, Make a Copy, same as Google Doc here. And I'm going to walk you through the first example, and then you have question 1, question 2, and question 3. All of this information is included on this Google Sheet. They're just on different tabs. So I'm going to click on the Google Sheet. We're going to move over to that Google Sheet. This is the example I am going to walk through, but the other data is located on these tabs here. So back to municipal tax allocation. Now to graph this, what I need to do is highlight the information I want to graph. When it comes to highlighting the information, I'm not including the title because sometimes when you highlight the title, it actually messes up the data that you want to put into a chart. And sometimes even Google Sheets, which I think might happen here, will include this line, which is A2 to D7. A2, we read a cell by A2. This is where it starts, to D7. We actually just want A3 to D7. So I'm going to have to change that. A3, does everybody understand a cell address? A3 to D7. So this is what I want, but Google Sheets might not give it to me. Sometimes it overthinks. I'm going to click on Insert Chart up here, or the other option is Insert Chart here. So two different options right there, or a shortcut there. I'm going to click on that. As you can see, pops up like this. Wow, that's amazing. Just pops up like that. And we could take a look at it very quickly. Column chart, you click on this, gives you different options, pie, scatter, all these different options. Click off of it. You can do stacking. Oh, look at that. Google Sheets decided they were going to change my data range. So they did A2 to D7, but I just want A3 to D7. So I'm going to click on that. A3 is here to D7. A3, D7. Click that. Okay, and look at that. It already changes my data. If I scroll down, okay, this somewhat makes sense, the blue, but those numbers don't make sense totally because the schools didn't cost that much. And so sometimes you have to try clicking on some of these options down here to figure out if I have the right chart. If I click on switch rows, that didn't really do anything. Use row 3 as headers. Well, yeah, we want that. Use column A as labels. Column A, well, as labels, okay. What if I click off of that? What's it going to do? Well, nothing. Maybe I have to go back and click on switch rows and columns. Oh, look at that. That's not exactly what I wanted. Use row 3 as headers. Okay. Try that. Switch rows and columns. Use 3. Huh. As you can see, I went through and clicked on a bunch of different options. And finally, this is where I want. This is what I want, is I want to see year by year the different services and the different colors. I go up and look at my data though. For some reason, Google Sheets has left off my police information. So go back, and under series, you can actually add in your series. You click on police. So now police is up there and you can see it's there. I'm not sure why they would have deleted it, but sometimes you have to go through and click on your different options and make it work by walking through it. This is sometimes the problem with technology. It's almost too intelligent trying to do things for you that you just don't want done. I go to customize chart style. You can change the background color of your chart if you wanted sort of a light blue. You just have to be careful. Remember our contrast. Think about that contrast. I know he's talking about contrast again. That's very exciting. You can do a chart border color, change the border color. You can maximize. You can do 3D, different things there. Let's take a look. Chart and axis. Well, we want to change this to our municipal tax allocation. So where do our taxes go? To these different services. So that's going to actually change that. That's good. We can center it if we want. We can make it bold. You can do different things. You can change it to a black text to make it stand out. So that's nice. Lots of different options there. Under series, well, we don't have a left axis. So we can click on, we don't want that. Well, not there. We don't want to touch any of that. Trend line, that's for scatter plots. We can add that. But as you can see, you can show your trends of the different things. Maybe not necessary. And you can see what's going on. It's good for your scatter plots. You'll need that for question number 3. Legend. Well, you can change where you put your legend. You can go to the right. You can go inside. You can go at the bottom. I kind of like the top, so I'll leave it at the top. Horizontal axis. So we have a label already there. Auto, you can slant the titles if you want. You can change the text color and so on. Vertical axis. You can click around here. You can see what we're going to add. And you can change the different information there. Grid lines and ticks. Well, right here, you can add in minor grid lines. It just adds in those little lines there. And you can play around with some of the different options there. Chart and axis title. I guess I forgot to do this. I'm going to go back to chart and axis title. And then I'm going to just click on vertical axis, and I'm going to add in dollars spent, and then have it set up there. And you can move around your graph. And that is it for graphing. Hope you enjoyed this lesson. Have a great day.